Hello, and welcome to another episode of El Partido in Directo, the show where we ask you, the fans, to send us your match reports, your sense of the atmosphere, your experiences at whatever Spanish game of football you're watching at the weekend. It doesn't matter whether you are watching Real Betis in La Cartuja or whether you are rocking up at some tercer ref side in Madrid and taking in a fantastic game with a canya in your hand. We want to hear from you. This week is not a weekend job. This is a midweek Copa del Rey game between Torrent CF and Real Betis. This is a fantastic side between the Segunda Ref side and the Manuel Pellegrini's Betis. It is being played at the Ciudad Valencia, which is the home of Levante. I imagine that is just purely because of the amount of interest and wanting to watch this game. I'm sure it's got nothing to do with facilities at Torrent or anything like that, but still, a fantastic match altogether. And Russ, Pearce, who you may know as Seagulls Over Spain, if you follow him on social media, has sent us this match report from the game. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Russ for a fantastic instalment of Copa del Reyes en El Partido en Directo.
Evening and welcome to the city of Valencia, where for once the stars have aligned for me. I'm here to watch Torrent of the Segunda Federación take on my team Real Betis, and by pure coincidence I'm in the city for work, and when Torrent against Betis came out of the hat, I really couldn't believe my luck. I thought I was going to have to go to Torrent to watch the game, but unfortunately their ground has not recovered sufficiently from the floods last year. They were really, really badly hit by that, and they've been playing a lot of games recently at another ground close to there, but they've moved tonight's game to the Ciudad de Valencia, the home of Levante, and even luckier for me, that's right over the road from my hotel, so I don't have far to go to the game or back home from the game at all tonight. Now, normally I'd be hoping to watch a giant killing, but obviously they're playing my side, so there's no way that I actually want that to happen. Torrent currently sits joint bottom of their division in the Segunda Federación. It's really, really not been a good season for them so far, and they will have been hoping for a bit of cup cheer tonight, but I'm really hoping for the opposite, that there's no festive spirit in Betis at all, and there's no generosity, and they go all out there and attack as they have done in the past against lower league sides. So I'm hoping for goals, but I'm not hoping for a shock. Inside the ground now, and about half an hour before kick-off, gradually filling up just down one side. That's all that they've opened up for tonight. We've got the Real Betis official away supporters who I'm sat with in one little corner behind a perspex screen, which is separating us from the rest of the Betis fans that have bought their tickets online. A bit ridiculous really not to have those gates open and let everyone sit where they want to, but hey, that's the way things are here in Spain. Some sort of pre-match disco vibe to it now, just as the Torrent players have come out for their warm-up. The Betis players got quite warm applause as they came out, and interestingly, Anthony starting, having missed the Seville derby at the weekend through suspension. Really thought he would be rested and on the bench, and only used if absolutely necessary tonight. Very, very surprised to see that. Still 15 minutes for kick-off, and the pre-match disco still going on. And guess what? Yeah, Sweet Caroline. Have they not got any songs of their own, the Spanish? Dulce Carolina, perhaps. I'm not going to sing along, don't worry. So just waiting for Freed from Desire now. Players coming out. Great atmosphere in here actually, considering the sort of fairly small and unusual crowd in a stadium like this. Be interesting to see how the players respond. I'd imagine for Torrent it's a bit unusual to play on a surface like this, in a stadium like this. For Betis, probably a little bit like going back to COVID times. So obviously for me, hoping for a comfortable win for Betis. Kick off in a couple of minutes. Let's see how it goes. famous hymno de Betis as we kick off the first half. No action in the first minute really, except for one foul with a free kick to Betis on the halfway line. But yeah, I don't think Torrent have touched the ball yet. If the match carries on like this, it's going to be a hard, long night for Torrent. They're struggling to keep the ball for more than a few seconds, and every time Betis put a few passes together, it ends in a foul. But on 6 minutes, just had the first shot, almost on target, just a whisker past the far post. But yeah, if you're a Torrent fan, you must fear the first goal is coming soon. I'm not sure the Mexican waves really work when you're only filling one side of a stadium. It's a bit odd, everyone shouting hola, 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 as they do half the Mexican wave. Anyway, Anthony breaks down the right-hand side yet again and curls another shot in, just misses the post, but surely it's coming 10 minutes in. And there you go, just like that, a loose ball on the edge of defence from Torrent, picked up nicely on the edge of box and fired into the back of the net past the keeper with ease, really. Just trying to see who's scored it. Oh, the great Riquelme. What a name. It's a shame his name is better than what we normally see from this guy, but nice him on the score sheet tonight. Right now, it looks like every time Betis go forward, they're going to score. Bakambu should have just made it 2-0 right in front of the keeper, but failed to get the ball past him, and the keeper managed to squirrel it away and get it out from defence. But honestly, this could be a cricket score already. 29 minutes in, and Torrent have just had their first meaningful shot on target, but well wide of the post. Betis would have been made to pay there for wasting so many opportunities. Anthony is just hitting it far too wide from the sidelines today. Hopefully he'll get his eye in and we'll see some more goals flowing. 31 minutes into the game, and I think that might be the first foul that a Betis player has committed, despite the number of fouls that have gone against them in this game. Yet the referee's produced a yellow card for it. Unbelievable. 42 minutes on the clock, and finally it's 2-0 to Betis. It actually came from some suicidal defending in front of their own goal, and a Torrent player going through on goal, throwing himself to the floor, the referee waving play on, saying no, not a foul. Betis swept down the other end, and a lovely little move resulted in Riquelme getting his second goal of the game. And that's the half-time whistle as the players go off. Torrent 0, Real Betis 2. 2 goals for Riquelme. Worlds apart between the two sides, but Torrent were just starting to really grow into that and start to believe that they could get something back when they fell to a sucker punch and it was 2-0. But in all honesty, if that had been 4 or 5-0, no one could have complained. Not been a lot to report in the second half, really. Pretty tedious stuff most of the time. At 73 minutes, Betis broke forward, ball slid across the penalty area, and Riquelme slotted it home for his hat-trick. So he's had a good night, the fans have had a good night. I think Betis are home and dry. Ten minutes to go and it's still 3-0 to Betis, but the home fans are heading for the exit, which I find it's a bit of a shame, really, because their players have given their all and they deserve to be applauded off at the end by all of the fans that were here. I don't understand anyone going home at this stage of this game, really don't. Serves them right, really, doesn't it? Whoever left. Great goal for Torrent, no less than they deserved. They've really had a good night tonight, and I think that's probably it. I think that will be the end of the goal scoring. 3-1 to Betis, and second half suddenly come to life. I was wrong. 4-1 to Betis now. Some very, very scrappy defending by Torrent. They clearly got very tired towards the end of the game. Ball flashed loose on the edge of the box, and Ortiz slotted it home. 4-1. And just like that, it's full time. No, not even time to kick off the game again, despite the number of substitutes. But hey, the game's over. It's time for Torrent to go and celebrate. Hopefully these 6,500 fans paying €30 a head will go some way towards giving them a nice little lump sum to get their ground back up and running after the floods last year. And yeah, hopefully we'll see them rise off the bottom of the table and see themselves getting somewhere close to safety. As for Betis, onwards and upwards into the next round and back to league action at the weekend.